Alright, hey, what's up guys, how you doing today? I know I haven't done a video in a while, sadly, so please do not judge, but I'm here to put out another video to show you a kind of deck that I learned today. And today's deck will be this 2.6 spam deck. Now, a lot of people have been using this deck. It's a very common deck, actually, and a lot of people have gone over through it and how they use it. For me, personally, I have a specific way of using it. I kind of want to share it to you guys so you guys kind of understand how this deck works and the mechanics of it, etc. Kind of in a layman's term, because I am not that great of, explaining things. But here we go. I got beaten down by this one guy here on my first game. It was a zap bait deck, however we were able to fend off a few other people. I do have this one close game that I did win, which I will show actually if I can find it. There it is, I believe is this one. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what happened and give you guys some tips on how to use it in my stance actually, and I'll tell you what I did wrong as well. So for the first thing you see obviously is that we let our elixir gain a bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the skeletons down as kind of like a rotating card because I want to see what they have first. So in my head I'm like, okay, if I just pick push to the other side, I'll be able to bypass that pretty easily. He goes after my card, unfortunately, and I'll have to fireball all of that, kind of wasting a little too much elixir since he now does have that 5 elixir lead. I'm going to have to put skeletons down to stop that electro wizard, and looks like he'll be able to get one hit off to the tower, which brings my tower to 134. So it's about 200 damage onto my tower. So we're off to a bad start in my book. At the moment, he's got max elixir, so he plays down his lava hound like he should. And I'm here stuck like, oh, what do I do? So I'm going to go ahead and throw my hog rider all the way down. 5 elixir. He stops my hog rider with 3 elixir. And I'm already off to a huge, tremendous bad start. This is where things got a little scary for me. I'm going to have to throw my ice golem down to stop those skeletons. Probably should have used these skeletons that I had with 1 elixir so I didn't have to waste that much. But unfortunately, I couldn't stop it. I had to throw an ice spirit. I just had to throw everything I could to stop this mess. But unfortunately, he takes my tower down. And it looks like he throws his tombstone down just to get a good head start onto the next push onto the opposite side. Now, I'm getting lost for words at the moment. I go ahead and decide to pick push as fast as I can. Again, I probably should have waited at this point. That would have been an awesome fireball. You see, I got my fireball ready at the moment, but unfortunately, I didn't have enough elixir. Nothing could be fireballed, and so I have to let my towers do the work onto these minions. And I'm going to have to throw my ice golem to kind of stop this executor, because this executor could do a massive amount of work. I throw my cannon to stop those skeletons, because those skeletons can just do an amazing amount of work onto the tower just by themselves, because they're just incredibly great at this. So he's going to go ahead, the mega minion will pop. Skeletons are doing work onto that tower. I throw whatever I can to stop whatever happened here. I'm going to fireball, which is good value right there. Fireball on the tombstone and the electro wizard. And now he's just going to throw his executor down to get ready for another push, which is going to go in the back. Me, I'm going to throw my musketeer down. It's getting a little intense. I don't have that much. I have 35 seconds, and he has already got my second tower down. I am very scared right now. I throw as whatever I can, predicting those skeleton army. He's going to go ahead and stop my musketeer. I don't have that much time. He's going to throw his balloon. Balloon's going to do work. I'm going to have to throw that cannon down. It looks like this game was over in the beginning, but it looks like once that popped, I was able to take down that balloon quite easily. I had to use a log to take out that tower, and then use the skeletons to try to stop that electro wizard. So now it's just super close. So now I got 2 musketeers down. I'm going to have to throw my cannon down. It looks like those skeletons over there are going to do some work onto the tower. I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do? So I throw my ice golem down, hopefully to make some sort of win, and it looks like you're going to arrow down it. It is 144 health. I am so scared right now. So he's going to try to throw electro wizard onto that tower. I'm going to have to throw everything I've got into this one push. I go ahead and get 2 shots down with a hog rider. I'm going to throw my musketeer down as well. He doesn't really have anything that I need to worry about. I'm going to throw my cannon to stop that push over there. Then I'm going to have to use my ice golem to do work as well. He's going to go ahead and I'm going to have to pick push over here. My musketeer is going to do work onto those skeletons. I'm going to go ahead and use the log to take down not only his tombstone but his skeleton army as well. Here comes another. I'm going to throw my skeletons, and I'm going to throw my musketeers down as well. Those musketeers will take out, do quite a work, and then finally I will place down my hog rider. He does not have enough to block it, and it looks like it will be GG. A very close game. Basically, in my mind, I realized he doesn't have that much elixir to start a big push, so then in my mind I'm like, okay, I just gotta throw everything I got into one side, and then I'll be able to stop this whole thing. So eventually, wow, I don't want to rate you got yet, but so I was able to stop that push with just this deck. Here's some failures with that deck, but okay, this is where I started. This was Grand Champion, actually. It was quite embarrassing. I only got one win, unfortunately, but again, I was trying out the deck for that point. I did lose to a zap bait, but we'll go ahead and move on to a kind of a mirror deck here, and I'll show you what I did differently that he probably should have used. He uses an Inferno, I use a cannon. The Inferno is level 10, but that really doesn't make a difference at this kind of stage level. Everything else is about the same. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my hog down just to see what he has, and it looks like he's got an Inferno, so I was worried he had like a like one of those spam decks, because usually people use Minor Control with Furnace. They use Furnace and Inferno because they know a lot of people like to use those big tanky decks. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my Ice Golem. As soon as I see his Ice Golem coming down, I'm going to use my Ice Golem just at the same time. Alright, here comes his Musketeer. I'm going to throw a Fireball just to get that Musketeer out of there. He's going to throw his Hog Rider down onto the left side while I throw my Hog Rider down onto the right side. He's going to go ahead and log. I am lost for risk here. I try to back up and throw my log onto his Hog Rider and then throw my skeletons that way, because when his Ice Golem dies, pretty much my skeletons are just out of, you know, they're just not even worth anymore. So here comes another Hog Rider from his side. That caught me off guard a little bit. I was like, okay, what do I do? So I just throw my my Ice Spirit, which just wonders. It stops, it just freezes him, so I still get 3 towers onto him, or 3 buildings trying to stop him. I'm going to throw my Hog Rider and try to see if I can get a negative trade with him, which is my goal in my head. Whenever I see an Inferno user, I make sure to put my Hog down, so he has to put his Inferno down, and that would mean a negative trade for that. So we're just kind of sitting here on elixir. He's still got more elixir than me, unfortunately, but I play very aggressive, so that 1 elixir advantage, I'm able to figure out a way to maneuver this so that way I can get the elixir advantage. It always ends up that somehow. I don't know how, but that's kind of stupid. So I see he's throwing everything. I'm going to go ahead and log everything, which was very good log value. My Musketeer is going to try to do work onto that tower. Unfortunately, he's got them 1 elixir skeletons doing quite a bit of work onto that. That Hog Rider is going to do work onto my tower as well. I'm going to throw my skeletons down. Unfortunately, that Musketeer was able to get us on the tower. I'm desperate for words at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and Fireball her, and then hopefully that trade was okay. See, now I got 8 elixir, he's got 7, but he's got an incoming Musketeer, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my Musketeer down, log that Musketeer out of the way, and get some tower damage, and throw my cannon onto the site. Here comes another Fireball to kind of stop my Musketeer. I'm going to go ahead and use an Ice Spirit and a Hog onto the mix. I kind of sat on that elixir a little bit, waiting for that Inferno to go away. Unfortunately, he's going to go ahead and throw. I'm going to go ahead and Fireball that. Probably should have logged it. I was a little too nervous to log it, but unfortunately, but I was able to do that. So I used my Ice Golem to tank that Fire Spirit, because that Fire Spirit just did work. I throw another Fire Spirit to kind of stop that push. In the end, and then I go ahead and pig push. 2 of those skeletons will stop that Musketeer, which is pretty good. Here comes another another Ice Golem going all the way down to the tower. I'm going to go ahead and Fireball 3 buildings and the Musketeer, so I'm able to get quite a bit of damage onto there. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Mother Musketeer in the back, and then I'm able to get my cannon ready, because I know he's going to come with a push. I know he's going to do it. Look at this. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm going to throw my cannon down. Cannon comes down. He's going to do a very well played Fireball. And here comes my Hog ready to get the final kill, because he doesn't have enough elixir. Actually, he does have enough elixir. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Literally did this game like 2 seconds ago. Here comes, I'm going to throw my Musketeer down, and that Musketeer will be able to get quite a bit of damage on. I'm going to go ahead and take that tower out with that final Musketeer in the center. You can catch a lot of people off guard by just throwing a Musketeer in the center. Literally, that's it. And it gets like 2 shots down and be able to take out quite well. So that's one thing that that's one part that I liked about when I won that battle. A lot of these battles I've been playing are Giant Executioner, so I'm gonna go ahead and show a Giant Executioner battle. I think this one was a hard one with the Prince. With the Prince added, it's kind of difficult, but I can show you kind of what I was doing at this point. I'm gonna throw my Musketeer down, and see what my musketeer is gonna do. Usually I do that in the back. Whenever I start, I always want to throw the musketeer back. I kind of want to see what they have first before I just throw my hog down the lane, you know, just to be safe. Here comes a prince. I'm like, okay, prince, I'm gonna have to throw something to stop that prince. So I got some skeletons to kind of stop his push, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. He's got quite a bit of quite a huge push coming in. So I'm gonna head and use my ice golem. So my musketeer will take out that giant. My ice spirit dies a little too soon. I put it a little too close, unfortunately. However, that Mega Mini is only going to get one hit onto the tower, which is okay with me. It's not too much damage, but, you know, it's not devastating. I'm going to go ahead and throw my hog, see what kind of building he has, and I see he has Furnace, which is good because my deck kind of counters Furnace pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and start another push onto the left side. We're kind of even on Elixir at the moment, but I still got the Musketeer on the board, so we'll see what he does. He's going to go ahead and throw. I thought he was going to throw a Prince at that point. But I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll just spam. He's got 2 dies to defend. So, here comes his prince onto the opposite lane. He's got 0 elixir. I got so much elixir right now. I'm able to kind of stop this and get a few hits onto that tower. I'm going to have to let that executioner go. So, this is a 5 even trade right here. With that musketeer versus the prince, I had to use skeletons to stop it, but I still got a musketeer on the board, which is good for me. And here comes, he's gonna have to stop that musketeer, so he's gonna throw a Mega Mini onto the mix, and that Mega Mini will die to my tower, so I have nothing to worry about. So I'm just like, alright, I'm just chilling now. We're both about even on elixir. Let's go ahead and throw an ice golem down. I really didn't have anything to lose, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of throw my hog rider down, and I'm gonna fireball that so I can get a few extra hits. But unfortunately, that executioner was there. It's gonna take down my hog rider quite well. That was kind of bad on my part, and this is where I started to lose a little panic. I got my cannon ready, as you see, preemptively got my cannon ready, and I knew it was coming. So I threw my skeletons because I knew I had to stop that giant as fast as I can, because that musketeer is gonna face that giant quite quickly. So here comes my musketeer doing quite a bit of damage. That giant got all the way down to 1473. I'm gonna go ahead and fireball. For some reason he didn't fireball that time. I think he lost connection at this point, but I was able to get that tower quite down. He comes down and throws, eventually comes back, or he gave up, one of the two. Here comes his Mega Mini, gonna do some work onto there. I was throwing my ice golem down, see if I can get a little more damage onto here. He starts to throw everything he's got onto one lane. He's got his prince coming, this giant coming. I got my cannon ready to stop that giant. Here come my skeletons. I got my musketeer ready to stop most of that. He's going to throw as much as he can, but unfortunately that giant's going to get stopped. I'm going to have to roll everything back. A hog rider got a little bit of damage onto the left tower, so if he got that tower anyway, I probably would have got the left tower. So it would have been alright with me. So I took down Giant Executioner, which again is one of the biggest decks onto the market. Let's go ahead and see what else. Here's no, that was a friendly battle. Okay, so here's another deck versus a Royal Giant. And I'm going to show you how to defeat Royal Giant because they're pretty popular in the meta currently. So right now I got, I don't really have that many cards at the moment. I got probably the worst hand you could ever get with this. So I kind of want to see what he has first, and he throws Fire Spirits, which is good. He didn't have a good set either, so I feel bad for him. But I was able to take down, get an even trade with those, but now I'm just holding on to that elixir still. I want to see what side he puts his executioner on, so I go ahead and do a mini push onto the left, about 6 elixir. He threw a very good cannon, so I'm like, okay, let me just throw my fireball onto that cannon and onto that executioner, see if I get any damage. Unfortunately, oh, actually I was able to get 1 hit from the skeleton and 1 hit from the hog rider, so that's okay with me. I throw my log thinking it can kill the executioner, but unfortunately it does not. So I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? So while the executioner is distracted, I'm gonna go ahead and use skeletons and the ice spirits. Don't underestimate your skeletons; they do work. Although the Royal Giant got quite a bit of damage onto that tower, we still were able to come out quite well. Better than I expected, at least. He's going to throw his Executioner onto the opposite side, but I throw this first. He's going to have to use Ice Spirits to kind of defend. I see some minions coming down. I'm going to go ahead and fireball those minions and take him out before they do any more work onto the tower. He's got a lot of elixir now, and I'm kind of going to get a little worried here. So, he's got puts his Executioner in the back like normal. Boom. And then I'm sitting here. I'm actually in an advantage at the moment because now I can wait for his push instead of, you know, just putting something immediately in the back. Which I guess is better in my circumstance than his. But now he's going to throw his Royal Giant down. I'm going to go ahead and put my cannon down. I didn't know he had lightning at the time, but he's gonna go ahead and lightning. Oh no, wait, a little too early for that. But look, the cannon and the skeletons absolutely demolished that whatever it's called. I can't say words right now. That royal giant, he just absolutely demolished it. I'm gonna go ahead and push the opposite lane. He's gonna throw his cannon. I did a preemptive fireball, which was not that good. I was able to get no hits onto the tower at all. Or actually, I was able to get one hit. I'm sorry. I can't words today. He's going to throw his minions onto that. Unfortunately, remember, guys, the ice golem doesn't make the minions zappable. So we got to use our musketeer to kill him as well. Here he comes with a push. I'm going to go ahead and get ready with this tower getting taken down. He's not even going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and put my cannon down to kind of stop it. And here comes the ice golem. I'm going to use my skeleton, throw another musketeer down. Remember, this is the really important part about this deck, is that it literally cycles so fast. And you can use this to your advantage. You could literally just hold this whole push and just keep cycling back to cannon, to musketeer, with just using skeletons and whatnot. So he has no elixir for that lightning, and it looks like I'd be able to take that tower and win the game. Alright, we're good. So now, I'm going to go ahead and do a live battle, and we'll see how we do. You guys can kind of watch and see how I take on some people. We're currently, let me see how we are in the leaderboard at the moment. We are currently 36 in the local leaderboards, and I don't think we're top 200 yet. So if I win this next game, I'll be able to take top 200, which is, you know, pretty cool in my opinion. So I'll cut back when we find a match, because it takes a while to find a match here in the 4900s. So be right back, guys. Looks like we're going to be able to find a match. We're going to go against Nova Prince, and I do not like fighting the Novas because they are actually good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the musketeer down. If I don't talk a lot, that's probably because I'm a little focused and I want to kind of get the top 200. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and rocket. A very good rocket. That's actually definitely worth. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through my skeletons. I don't have any good cards at the moment. I kind of want to see what he has, though, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to use my hog and ice spirit to kind of get a little bit of damage here, see what he is going to use. Okay, he's got, he's probably using a minor ship deck. That's how I feel right now. So I'm going to go ahead and log all this. Yeah, he's using minor chips. So I'm going to go ahead and use another, a musketeer at this location here. I know my cannon can take out the bowler pretty easily, so I'm going to go ahead and use my ice golem over here. Alright, I'm going to fireball this, so that way, you know, in case of any damage, I just want to I want to mitigate as little damage as I can. Okay, so I got, that tower will be able to take that down, but I'm getting quite a bit of damage onto that miner as well. Look how that miner go. He's going to get a lot of damage onto my tower. He's already at 1924. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Hog Rider into the mix, and then I'm going to go use a log to kind of stop any skeleton army that comes in. And one skeleton survived, unfortunately. Here comes another skeleton army. Holy crap, this is not good. Alright, we're going to throw this into the mix, and we'll be able to start another push in the back. He's going to throw his... I'm just getting ready for his furnace, which he's going to get in a bit. One sec. Where is his furnace? I know it's coming. There it is. Alright, he put it on that side, and I'm glad he did. So I can be able to do this. He's going to throw his... I know he's going to come back with his... I'm going to have to throw my cannon down here. So he threw that. I'm going to go ahead and do a push here, just to see what I can do at this point. He threw a very good, that was a very well played rocket, by the way, because now my cannon's like worthless at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my ice spirit. I hate that bait, but it's okay. We can prevail somehow. I know we can. Okay, I'm going to have to use my, okay, he's going to have to throw all he can onto this. Oh, wow. I lost this game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, man. The thing about Zap Bait, it's just so bad. It's not bad. It's just really hard to play against. He had my control. Unfortunately, I was not able to win that match. Let's go ahead and try another match. I kind of want to win one now. actually really want to win one now. Okay, we're gonna go. This is gonna be our top 200 game right here. I kind of want to win a match now. So I'll be right back when we find a match, guys. Alright, we find a match, guys. We are going against Sheriffin. Let's see how we do. Good luck to him. Hopefully we can get this to the road to top 200 and see if we can get anywhere. Again, throw an Ice Spirit into the mix. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm going to throw some skeletons in the back, and then we'll type Fireball this. I just want to get a pretty good Fireball into there. I was able to break that guy's shield, so I'm okay with that, actually. I'm very okay with that. Let's see what else he has. Let's go ahead and use our Ice Golem to kind of kite that away. Okay, here comes a Golem, so I'll see what else he's going to do with the Golem. I'm going to go ahead and use go on the opposite end. When you get a Golem like this, you want to go hardcore onto the opposite end, and just to negate any of that kind of damage, because it gets pretty intense against the Golem. Here comes... Okay, so that Golem's going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and just try to log all this so I can log that Princess. That Princess can do work, and I hate it when the Princess does work. Okay, so he's got a hard deck. And that deck is the, I'm going to go ahead and log all this. This deck is this is one of the best counters to my deck, which is the Graveyard. So we'll see how I do with the against this Graveyard. Hopefully I do okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Hog Rider just so he doesn't have enough time to throw a Pump. Oh, he did throw a Pump. Wow. I think I'd be able to take this down pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and use an Ice Spirit. And then I can kite some of those minions away, and then I'm going to Fireball this. Okay, so we're doing exceptional at the moment. So here comes another Golem. Alright, so I might actually have to, okay, we're going to put our Musketeer back here. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Hog Rider here. Just to see what we can do at this moment. He's going to throw his Dark Prince down. He's going to have a lot of elixir to spend at this moment, so I got to get ready for any huge push that's going to come in. Alright, here comes... Okay, so now he's got... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is not good. Fireball, please. Yeah, that witch is going to do work onto my tower, yo. So we're going to have to just pray that we can get this. I'm going to just have to throw my 2 Musketeers down. And, well, now that we got 2 Musketeers, that's actually pretty good for us. Because now we're able to get quite a huge counter push going on right here. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start a huge push coming down onto this right lane. Looks like we'll be able to take down that tower. We just defeated a Graveyard, guys. I am very proud of myself right now. Oh my gosh, Graveyards are the worst decks to play against. So it looks like we are 49-30. I think we did a little worse than normal, but that's okay. We'll try for one more round, see if we can get to top 200, and then I'll be able to take a break for now. So be back when this comes back. Alright guys, looks like we have another game loaded in. So we're gonna get against Joker from Megastars, who is a current top 200 player. We're going to go ahead and throw our Musketeer down into the center just to see, and looks like, oh, if this is another Zap Bait, I will be quite mad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my Ice Golem to kind of count. Just to see what he got. He's got another Ice Golem. Okay. Alright, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was actually probably the worst I've ever done. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw our Hog down just on the opposite lane. I'm able to counter this. Looks like he's got a 3 Musketeer deck, and I'm not fond of 3 Musketeer decks, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and just counter this, Knight. It's gonna get a little bit of damage on, but that's okay with me. I think I can be able to take this out. Oh, no, this is what he's got. Okay. So the best counter for this, I think... Wow, it actually got a hit. Okay, I'm kind of mad now. That usually works. The ice spirit onto the tower, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just do this. Okay, so I was able to get 3 hits off to that tower, which is a good start for me. And he placed that very well, so I'm able to do this. Wait one sec. Alright, watch this. I'm able to use that. Okay, so now this is where things get a little tough, so I'm going to go ahead and log all this just to get some damage onto that tower. Alright, he's going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and fireball all this real quick. Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Thank you. Good boy. Let's go ahead and start this again, and we're gonna do he's gonna go ahead and do that. I think we're able to take it out. Oh, a very well predicted fireball. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be another hard trick up my sleeve. I gotta do something. Let's go ahead and fireball real quick. Come on, please don't. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fireball this. Ah, crap. Alright. Let's go ready and fireball. And fireball. Please, please, please make it. Please make it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Alright. So, I think that puts us in top 200, right? Let's see how far we got up. I gotta scroll all the way down. Wow, I'm such a scrub. Okay, so now we are 185 in the world, guys. Alright. So that is my, wow, 449. I was like 600 at this time. Alright, anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate, sorry I hadn't uploaded in a while, but this time maybe I'll upload once in a while again. I still have, I got a lot going on in my life. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to partake in YouTube for a while. But, hopefully this video brings some help into using this deck somehow. And thanks again for watching. So, 185 in the world. See you next time. Peace.